All right, darling, we're going with the romantic mix. Yeah, I feel like the story of all of this, has been really, really interesting over these past few years. Every time I talk to Eric, he's like, "This is like a movie." I'm like, "I'm glad you're entertained." But as the last card says, life doesn't happen to us, it happens from us. So that is just a consistent check of energy, attachment, all of like these things. The needing to come in and save space, and then also, finding the balance of actually needing to come in to like help people, right? There's a fine line there, and I've been thinking about that a lot, right? Like acting out of like actual necessity and care, right? And acting like, because I think that there is a space of sacrifice that has to happen in our lives, right? Like, and you just figure out like where that sacrifice is. Like me going out to Boston and spending time away from my family, I don't see as a space of sacrifice, because I was learning and doing my thing, and now me leaving that space and coming back here and doing this work and not necessarily being, seen and compensated and everything like within that space too. Sacrifice, moving down to Billings, leaving community, both necessity and sacrifice, right? So I guess the larger question today is sacrifice a necessity in order for us to like get ahead? And I think in my life it has been. That being said, damn, I'm ready for this resurrection. I'm ready for this fucking resurrection. Okay, that being said, let's get into it. Let's start off on our backs today. So coming down and into, I have to take out my little clip. These little clips are, my sister got me one like for Christmas or something like a couple years ago. But machete clips is what they're called. Super cute. Anyway, they hold a nice grip. Okay. Go ahead and take both legs all the way down to the earth. Let the toes pop out to the side and come into your breath. So nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Coming into a space of gratitude, we give gratitude to the universe and to the earth, recognizing that there's energy that is bigger than us, that we're still collectively a part of, and that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We have everything that we need, and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands, from Billings to Missoula, the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, the Kootenai, the Kalispel, the Pend Oreille, and a sprinkling of Lakota in there as well. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga and for Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. As reminding ourselves that yoga came from a Kemetic practice that started in Africa, and then Brahmins came in and took it to India, and it became more organized when it just used to be a way to live. It wasn't even necessarily called yoga. That being said, always coming back to the root, coming back to the space of ahimsa, which means non-violent or loving action. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, acknowledging our and their trials and triumphs, tribulations, traumas and transgressions, holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. Big inhale. And exhale. If there's a person or persons, place or places you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can take the time to do so now. Big inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, engage your glutes and lift your hips, keeping your knees locked out to the side. And then on your exhale, release the glutes heavy. Let the glutes kind of crash down into the earth. Inhale, engage, press your hips up, and then exhale, release it heavy. 2 more. Inhale it. Exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. And exhale. Flex the toes back in towards the face. Pull the right knee up into the chest and interlock the fingers on the front part of your right shin and pull your right knee down towards your right armpit. In other news, I did break it off with that dude. As you're saying, you just seem like you want this to be more of a friendship. And I was like, as I'm looking at our text, I'm like, no, you're gaslighting. You've been gaslighting me for a minute now. Like, this is kind of weird. And he was just saying some stuff that I just couldn't agree with, that I can't actually repeat on camera. I'll be flagged for it. And so I just like gave him like a piece of my mind. I'm like, no, that's what you're saying. And quite honestly, a lot of things that you've said has been really disrespectful and gaslighting. Go ahead and take the outside of the knee and bring it over to that opposite side as you turn and look up past your fingertips. So I was like, so I'll keep you informed on any updates, and then, peace. And he writes back later, he goes, peace, huh? And then he writes me and goes, I need to come over and use your shower. I didn't even respond. I was like, I literally cannot. This is nuts. Like, who says that? Like, dude, we're good. Like, I'm good. Was essentially put, he wants to come over and use my shower. Oh, God. Interlock your fingers around the front part of your shin. Pull it in towards your armpit. Flex through the foot, fire up through your glute, tuck your chin in towards your chest, pull it down a little bit further. Find that compression, breathe into that hip, big inhale. And then exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand comes long and wide, and turn and stack your left hip over your right. Big inhale, flex through that left foot and drive the inside arch of the left foot down to the earth. Soften through the right side of the body. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Take both legs high to the sky and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your right hand to the back side of your skull. Left hand reaches for the outside of your right foot, and then you're gonna lower and lift this left leg. Flex and release, point and pull it up. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back to your center. Left hand to the outside of the back side of your head and skull. Left elbow wide. Reach your right hand to the outside of the foot. Lower and lift. We go for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Pull both feet up, pulse again. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put a bend in the knees. You're gonna go ahead and extend and then pull in. Inhale, extension. Exhale, pull it in. 8, 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Back of the skull comes down to the earth. Rock and open up through the outsides of your hips. And then go ahead and rock on your spine. Bring yourself up and over your knees and shins. Bring yourself right into forward facing dog. Stretch out what we just did. Big inhale here. Exhale, roll over the big toes and send the hips back into a down dog. Nice deep inhale here. Take the edges of the feet to the edges of the mat, and then left hand beyond the face. Right hand pulls to the outside of the left ankle. Turn and look up underneath your armpit. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, release, swap out your hands. Same thing. Ground and plant. Turn and twist. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Let yourself hang heavy here. Shifting back and forth side to side. Then inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, down and over. Inhale, sweep yourself high to the sky. Exhale, 10 through the arms. Inhale, arms sweep high. Grab on to your right wrist with your left hand and pull yourself over. Keep your heart and chest lifted. Send your hip over. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back to your center line. Swap out your hand and wrist. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself back. Tent. Hold here and breathe. One more big breath. Big inhale. And then exhale, close it up. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, down and over. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Walk yourself out into a plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold, drop down to that right knee, kickstand it out. Left foot comes back, reach high to the sky. Big inhale here. Lift and float this leg. Pull fingertips, squeeze. Inhale, so some obliques for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Foot comes down, pull yourself up, pull yourself over. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, bring yourself all the way back down. Kickstand your foot back, step it back. Same thing on the opposite side. Ground and plant. Inhale up. Hold here, find your balance. Lift and hover, pull your fingertips towards the front of the room, flex through the foot and press the wall away. Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze. For 3. For 2. For 1. And for 0. Inhale. Ground down through the foot and pull yourself all the way out. Sweep yourself over. One more big breath here, big inhale. Exhale, pull yourself all the way back down. Ground and plant. Drop down to the knees, send yourself back into a child's pose. Crawl your fingertips out and lift through the hips. Come into your puppy pose, forehead is down to the earth. Feet are right behind your knees, so if the toes are coming into touch, take them out. Breathe here. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, ground and plant through the palms and shift your shoulders over your elbows as you drop down through your hips. Tops of your feet flip flat. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and take the hands next to the bust line. Press to the knees. Go ahead and rock over and onto your seat. Take the left leg long, so the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Squeeze here. And then arms come high and then bring yourself down and over. Crown of the head reaches towards the top of the foot. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. And then slowly walk your hands up your shin. Same thing on that opposite side. Swap out the legs, sole the foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, down and over. Pull the crown of the head towards the top of the foot. Big inhale here. And then exhale, slowly pull into it a little bit further. Walk back through that hip for a moment. And slowly walk your hands back towards you. Take both of your legs nice and wide. Move and shift your seat back behind you. Pull your fingertips out in front of you. And let the inside of your thighs just kind of melt away. Big inhale. Use your elbows to pull you into the posture. Maybe take your forehead down to the earth. Exhale, hold here. Three more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Two more. And exhale. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Keep your heart and chest low and walk yourself towards the top of your right thigh. Turn in towards it as you keep your seat down to the earth. Your forehead can come down to touch your knee. Allow yourself just to breathe here. Big inhale. And exhale. Stay with your breath here. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Walk yourself back through your center line. Same thing on your opposite side. Ground down through your seat. Turn in towards the top of that thigh. Give your body permission to release and let go. Two more big breaths, big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale. Bring yourself right back to your center line one more time. Pull your heart and chest forward. Give your legs permission to release and let go again. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back towards you. Sit up nice and tall. Take your hands up underneath your knees and shimmy your knees up. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. Bring yourself down and over the inside of your thighs. Allow yourself just to breathe here. Big inhale. And exhale one more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself back up. Pop your knees to your center line. Take your legs out in front of you. Pull your seat back behind you. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, down and over. Pull the crown of the head towards the top of the feet. Release through your seat. Engage your low belly. Allow yourself just to kind of pull forward and jackknife into it a little bit more. Big inhale. exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. Shift your seat forward. Bring yourself all the way down and onto your back. Pull your knees up into your chest. Do a couple of circles just to open up through your hips. Any final spaces that might be kind of sticking, crunchy. Take the outside edges of the feet down to the earth. Use your hands to kind of pull your seat down so you can flatten out through your low back and sacrum. Hands come to your belly. Allow yourself to breathe here, big inhale. And then exhale, extend the legs all the way down towards the end of the mat. Toes stay flexed and out to the sides. And kind of windshield wiper your feet back and forth a little bit through your heels. Hands can stay on your belly, or they can come down to your sides. And just allow yourself to breathe here. Big inhale. And exhale. All right, sentiment for us to take with us. This one it is. There's only light. Darkness is just an absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, a lightness of being in light bulb moments. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It's time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Allow yourself to let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy, like people that ask you after you've said no to come over and take a shower at your place. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it truly is that simple. Until you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is required. Perhaps more respected, less lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and will appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. The darkness is a sign that it's time to feel your way back to your heart and soul. So as you slow your breath, remain calm and say to yourself, I let go of all that no longer serves me and come to peace with where I am. Everything you let go will float to the surface. Move beyond you and simply float away like layers of color in an image. This allows you to leave lighter and ready to branch out and rendezvous with dreams and desires. So then the question is, do we have to sacrifice to receive? Can there be joy in sacrifice, or is suffering still attached and needed for it to be there? I don't know the answer to that question. It's one for us to think about today. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Always encouraging you to stay in your posture to meditate for another 5 minutes or so. Maybe set an alarm. Always ending our classes the way we do. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane, and collectively in all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul. And to that, I say go in peace and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much, darling. I will see and talk to you soon. Peace and love, everyone.